You got us, my camera lady. My camera lady's working today. Hola, it's yours truly, Jay Green.
Yes, and wow, Mel, greetings.
We are on site doing something different today in Southwest Florida. We at the Fusion Studios in Port Charlotte, Florida with our new friend, Soul Tribe Kelly. Namaste, welcome. So I want you to kind of, before we show what we came to do, I would love for you to, show us what all is at the Fusion Studio. This is our first time ever being here, and we literally stay right around the corner, and we drove by here a million times and never knew this place was here. So I want to help you get this out with our audience, and because this is a beautiful place. It's a nice little chill spot. It's kind of like a Fusion Cafe. I see you got a lot of
so we have a cafe. We have fresh sandwiches that we make here. We make everything in-house. We buy as much organic as we possibly can. One of the most popular things we do here is French press CBD infused coffees. We work with a company out of Colorado that infuses the coffee beans for us. So we have different milligrams of that.
We'll be in Colorado, Denver next weekend.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, we're going 3 miles high, not miles, 3 miles high.
So we also do have just a little boutique area that has a couple fair trade merchandise items. So everything here is being handcrafted, handmade by different artisans around the world in different villages and stuff. Through these doors right here, we have our yoga studio.
These beautiful doors.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. Look at the craftsmanship, the artwork on this. It's like, I want this in my home.
Hey, how long have you been in business? How long has this establishment been in business?
I was lucky enough to open at the end of January 2020. Just to have to close down after I got momentum going from being the hottest new business in town. So it's been a little bit of a struggle, but I don't know. I think I crawled to the finish line, so I think it's going to be okay.
So you've only been open for 2 months? Or a year, 2 months?
A year. Yeah,
okay, a year, 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, congratulations. You're still here after you're still
here. Got a little rough. So,
so you hold other than yoga, other little gatherings in this room here. They have like most holistic healing locations. They kind of do a little variety of things, but mostly yoga.
Mostly yoga. Yeah, we have yoga classes that run weekly. So
I forgot to ask you about the food. Is there any vegan, vegetarian, or is it all?
There's a couple of dishes that you can omit things to make it vegan or make it vegetarian, but we'll, if you have any special requests or anything, we're accommodating.
Okay,
yeah.
That's a big thing.
And we have gluten-free, options like on the breads and stuff too. So,
So let's go for the main attraction, what we came here for.
So we're gonna walk through here down the hallway.
So we want to have say our Soul Tribe wants to have a little gathering, maybe sound bowl healing or something in there. That room would be available for small gatherings.
I also have I have a yoga instructor that does do the singing bowls and stuff like that. Her and her husband are actually pretty into it.
I see you're big on the elephants.
Yes.
I smell bacon.
There's a lot of bacon.
I smell.
This is another therapy that we do here. This is our dry salt therapy room.
Oh, okay.
So what happens in this room is this is a hollow generator. This crushes up medical grade salt, disperses it into a fine powder form into the air. So it goes into your airways and it targets any inflammation in your airways. That's why a lot of people use it to treat sinus and allergy issues. And then you'll see a lot of people use it religiously through cold and flu season because it does go into your lungs and it kills any microbes, bacteria, or viruses trying to invade your lungs and your body. If anything, you don't have any of those elements, it's good for your skin, it's good for your hair, it's a great way to naturally detox because we all need to detox more. It's just toxins in our food and in the air. So and it's just, it helps you, sleep better, and you just sit here for 25 minutes and you just breathe.
Breathe and that good ass partner, baby.
See if she maybe needs to stop and restart.
Okay, at 12 minutes. 239 Spiritual Awakening Podcast, 239 Healers Collective. Drum roll.
Just watch your step when you come in.
Ooh.
Yeah, you want the room to be kind of humid at first. Everything will kind of level off, but you just don't want to get cold.
Woo, it's warm in here.
I'm just gonna keep the humidity in the room.
It's almost like a hot, like a sauna almost, not that.
Yeah. So there's 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt that's in this. Epsom salt means magnesium sulfate. So you're just going to be floating effortlessly, buoyant on the water for an hour. You're going to be absorbing all the magnesium through your pores. So we're all magnesium deficient. It's supposed to be in our food. It is not, because it's so processed. We're not getting what we need from our food anymore. So this, if anything, it's a great magnesium boost. Magnesium targets inflammation in the body, so that's why it helps people with chronic pain in the body. Some people use it for skin conditions. Seeing a lot of good results for people who are suffering, especially from psoriasis and stress, anxiety, trouble sleeping at night, PTSD. The list just goes on and on for the benefits of this therapy. So basically, what you guys are going to do, though, and I can just run through everything with you.
I want to give you a little sidebar here.
Okay.
We did a podcast, maybe, I don't know, maybe episode 29. I think we're on 30 something now, but it doesn't matter. And some of the guests we had on our podcast told us about this, so that's what led us. And we promised ourselves that we're gonna do it, and here we are today, actually doing it. The sensory deprivation tank. Now, I do have a couple questions before you continue, because they had some interesting experiences they shared with us. Is this like, because the way they kind of explained it, is this like when they explained it where like basically our 5 senses are going to cut off, and then we're kind of just like our 6 senses, it has to kick in. Like how would you explain the experience?
I would say like if you can completely relax, like if you want to do complete sensory deprivation, that would be no lights in the room and no sound, no music. Not everybody relaxes the same, so that's why there's options with the laser light show or leaving the lights on in the tank or listening to Alexa and playing whatever music makes you relax. So if you want to do sensory deprivation, you turn everything off, and they say you do reach like a plane in between, if you relax, in between like meditation and a deep sleep, so you're like on this different plane. But everybody, experiences it differently.
Because I've had the experience of blacking out before by over-consuming alcohol. I want to make sure it's not the same experience as where the body is physically awake, but the mind shuts off completely. Because even though I've experienced that twice, I've never documented it. So I would love to see myself
you
physically talking.
You might just fall asleep. 75% of the people that come in here fall asleep for the hour. And it just depends. Like if you relax in that way, sleep. They say you get like an hour, an hour of sleep in here is like compared to like hours actually sleeping, at night. So
Well, I'm ready.
So let's do it, man. We're gonna take a pause. So this is the part where we gonna get bucky naked and make love. No, I'm just kidding.
We are. But not body to body. But
yeah, we can't.
Energetic body to energetic body.
Because plus we'll get banned if we have any nudity on social media. So I have to make sure my nipples is covered by my hair, because I don't want this to get.
I'm going to show you everything in the room so I can leave you guys be. But this operates the lights inside the tank right here, this button right here. This is an intercom, the black button that goes up front to us. Okay? There's fresh water on the side there, just in case you get your eye, it might sting a little bit, you can use that. What you're going to do is you're going to rinse off, get the oils off your body, you're going to get it to float. After you're done floating, you're going to get out and shower back off. Okay? The jets are on right now. I'm going to put it in float mode. So you'll know you're done with your hour when these jets kick back on. Okay? So jets kick back on, you get out. Okay? There's earplugs there. Do you guys want to use earplugs? I'll grab you another set.
You want it silent and dark, or you want it like this?
I'm open.
This is this is a remote, so like once you're in two, if you want the laser light show off, you just hit the red button, okay? And then, like I said, that's an Alexa, so you just give her a command if you want her to turn off, okay?
The red button sets the lights off.
Do we need to have water in here so we can be sipping and
No, you just lay back and relax, and we'll get you some water afterwards. Alright, sounds good.
come into the shower with me? Alright, so yes, like she said, we're going to shower, get the oils off of the skin. So I'm about to do that in private. You cannot see. I know you want to, but no. And then we'll come back later and give our feedback. All right. Peace.
All right, here we go. About to dive deep divers. We'll be back in an hour to tell you our testimony. So float on. So, Kelly, before we leave, you forgot to give out your handles on social media, your website, your phone number, your address, everything they know how to find this beautiful place in beautiful Port Charlotte, Florida.
Okay. Well, we are located in the Beach and Promenades in Port Charlotte, Florida. You can go to our website to get more information. It's www.fusion-studios.com. And I can also be contacted if you have any questions via email, and that's fusionstudiospc@gmail.com. And the Instagram information is Fusion Studios PC.
What about no Facebook, website?
Facebook's Fusion Studios. Yeah, and
So-
then I did give the website information.
So, is one last question. Is it correct that this is the only place in Port Charlotte and Charlotte County where they can find a sensory deprivation tank?
Yes.
It is. So all my 941 peeps, all my 863 peeps, and even my 239 peeps. When you're in Port Charlotte, it's right off of exit 170, which is Kings Highway. You want to go west, and it's the shopping plaza right in front of you. It's a Publix. I have a benchmark, but you're literally like in the same plaza. So it's real easy to find. Contact Kelly, and we will be back. Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. You recording?
I'm recording.
All right, so we just left the Fusion Studios in Port Charlotte, Florida, and my testimony and my experience getting in the sensory deprivation tank is, for one, it's definitely the most relaxing, I think, experience I had. Especially for me, it took a while. I think when we turned off and went completely black with no lights is when I really started to tap in more versus having the light on. What I felt is like I didn't lose all of my senses. My brain was still on. That might have had to do with the meditation music playing and listening to the music and thinking, but my other senses started to kind of fall away, especially like the muscles in my body and my legs. Like I can just feel them twitching and just feel them floating without my brain telling it to move. It just did it on its own. I had like a energy spike once. And it was just when you get to that place of like Zen alignment and your body's just still, that was like when it really kicked in to me. Like when I really just, like when you just don't move at all and you just stuck there for how long it was. But I haven't been submerged in water like that for an hour or plus for ever. So that's my first time like completely being submerged, just my nose and my mouth above the water pretty much. So yeah, it's a very peaceful, different experience from what I experienced for the first time. So we'll definitely do it again, and we'll change it up a little bit the next time to see if I have a different experience. So it's real relaxing. I think it did more for my muscles and breath work. Like I could tell, like when I was breathing in, I could feel my core, like ball in my stomach getting tighter, and then when I release, it's like it's almost like you're doing a sit-up in water, like you're on the ground. You feel yourself going up and down, but you can't really go down because the Epsom salt is pushing you up and forcing you to float. So it's a cool feeling, man. I suggest anybody try it at least one time in your life, more than once if you can, because it's something different than I never experienced. So that's it for me. Bob Bloom, what you got?
Well, it was wonderful. It was lovely. It was bliss. It was divine. And the battery is about to die. So stay tuned for my feedback. I'm in the afterglow and I feel supreme. So yes, peace.